Hello, welcome back, and welcome to Lesson 10. I'm so excited for today's lesson, but how do you feel after yesterday's lesson? Are your glutes a little bit sore? If they are, that is totally normal. It's also normal if they aren't sore. We all have different levels of dense connective tissue in our bodies, so the work when we're doing it feels different for each person and also afterwards as well. Today we're taking our focus to the quads and hip flexors. The reason we are stretching the quads and hip flexors before stretching the hamstrings is because that in true flexibility, a muscle both needs to lengthen and shorten to its maximum capacity. If we stretch out and increase our flexibility in our quads first, the potential for the hamstrings to increase their flexibility goes up. So let's take our focus to our quads and hip flexors. Beginning first with your feet hip-width apart, let's set our foundation for the day. Even body weight distribution in both of your legs. Offer yourself a chin tuck, shoulder blades gliding down your back, rib cage situated over your pelvis, pelvis neutral, and even pressure in your feet. Take a moment to make any micro adjustments along the way. Inhale, full breath in. And exhale. Bringing your awareness to your body. Inhale and exhale. Activating your deep core. Pelvic floor ignites and lifts up. Transverse abdominis wraps around like a corset deep underneath all the other layers of abdominal muscles. And your diaphragm deep in the rib cage and spine. Today you will need your mat, a pillow for some of the work on the floor, and also a wall. The first stretch we'll do is on the floor. Make your way down and grab that pillow or blanket for your head and finding a comfortable position on your back. Make any adjustments along the way as you sit down, lay down. All right, checking in that you have even body weight distribution back in your legs and even contact in the floor. Ignite your deep core, finding that's your base and foundation for these next quad stretches. Bring one leg up to the ceiling and take both hands and grab behind the knee. Your arms are straight so that your leg is as far away from your body as you can reach. Bend the knee a little bit to have a little bit of space for the other leg to come up and cross on top, like this. Okay, the fascia stretch in the quad is going to happen in the leg that is underneath, the foot that's underneath. So the quad here has to ignite by pressing the foot up into the top foot. Once you feel it in your quad, stay with it, and then use the strength of the other leg to push the heel down towards your glutes. Bring the leg back up to start again without resisting. Here we go. Press that foot up. Overpower by pressing the leg down. Up again. Resist up and pressing down. You're using the strength of the leg on top to push down. So you're strengthening it as you're stretching the quad on the other leg. All these amazing benefits of fascia stretching. Back up, press up, stay with it, stay connected. Maybe add a little bit extra resistance on the next one. Leg up, press up. And then overpower, bring that down. Let your legs rest for a second. Just hang out where you are. Bringing both legs back up. Adding a variation here by taking that knee and turning it out on the leg that's underneath. So this is an externally rotated knee. So the fascia stretch is going to be a little bit different. Everything else is the same. You're pressing up into the top foot. The top foot is bringing the foot down. The main thing that you need to think about is keeping your turnout. Everyone up, press up, and find your opposition to push down. Using your deep core, fire it up. Let's get the whole body working here. 3 more. Bottom leg presses up into the top with that turnout. Here's 3. Back up. Resist. 2. One more time. And 1. Uncross, hug your knees to your chest. Give them a little shake, a little bit of a rest before moving to the other side. Take both hands and grab underneath the knee as you reach the foot to the sky. Little micro bend in that knee. Take the other foot and cross it on top. Press your bottom foot straight up into the top. Your knee is straight first in line with the shoulder. Top foot presses it down. Up again, press up. Keep pressing up. Push it down. Let your breath move through the body, staying strong and connected with your feet. Pressing down. And focus on the activation of your quad with the bottom foot. And back up. 3 more. Staying nice and contracted. Maybe lift up. See if it feels any different with your upper body lifted. This is 2. 1 more time. Up. Resist up. And 3. Hug the knees in, let them rest for a moment. We're going to go back into that side with our turnout this time. Legs are up. Take your knee and turn it out to the side. Externally rotate. Bottom foot presses up. Top foot presses the foot down. Up again. Resist. Go ahead, check back in with your arms. They're straight. Your core is active. And up. If your legs are shaking, that's okay. Something is happening. 3 more. Press it up. Here's 3. And up. Press. And 2. 1 more time. Up. Press up. And 3. Knees to your chest. Uncross those feet. Shake it out a little bit. Get some breath flow. Inhale. And exhale. Moving onto the hip flexors. To fascia stretch, we need to shorten, activate, and move. Take one leg up to the sky and the same arm on that side grabs behind. This is your foundation and base, and this does not move. You activate by pressing the hand and leg against each other as your base. Bring your other knee to your chest, as close to your chest as you can, shortening the hip flexor in that side. Hand is going to come to the front of the knee and the top of the thigh. Press that knee into your hand until you feel the activation in your hip flexor on that side. Once you do, press the knee away with your hand, straightening the leg slightly as you go out. Bring the knee back in to start again. Add your resistance. Stay with it as you press the leg out. You can bring your head down if you'd like, or keep it up, or do a combination of head up and down throughout the stretch. Bring it in. Fire your abdominals. See what happens if you get your abdominals going even more. You might feel more connected with the contraction of the hip flexor. Here's 2. 1 more time. Knee in, press in, push it away. Awesome. Knees to your chest. Whoo! Moving on to the other side. Bring that leg up. Grab behind the knee. That's your base foundation. Other knee pulls into the chest. Hand to the top of the knee. Press your knee in. Feel the activation in your hip flexors. Keep it as you press the leg away from you. Bringing it back in. Resist. Push it away. Maybe try it with head up this time. Knee in, resist, and push it away. Start with it in. I feel the abs working. You might too. And in. 2 more. Last one. In, press in, push it away. Knees to your chest. Moving on. Turning to your side to come up. All right. The next fascia stretch can be pretty intense, so I really want you to listen to your body and what you're feeling when executing it. Take your mat or your towel or anything you have nearby as a cushion towards the wall, as close to the wall as you can, right up against it. All right, like this. All right. This stretch begins with bringing your knee really close to the wall and swinging your foot on top of the wall here. The top of my foot is what's connected to the wall. Next, bring your other leg up in front like a runner stretch. This could already feel very intense to begin, and if it does, that's okay. Start with your body forward. If the balance is a little off, feel free to hold on to a wall, a yoga block, or anything nearby. The fascia stretch is happening in the quad and hip flexor on the back leg. By coming forward, you shorten that area to begin. Activation happens by pressing your foot into the wall and your bottom knee forward. Give that a try without movement to see what that feels like. Once you have that activation, movement goes back with the body. I'm pushing off that front foot, bringing my hips back and body towards the wall. Come forward again without resisting. Adjust if you need to. Press your foot into the wall, the knee forward. It is intense. Do what you can. Push back. If this doesn't feel comfortable for you, feel free to go back to the first quad stretch we did on your back today. And forward again. Activate. Stay with it. Press it back for 3. Come forward. Activate. Breathe through it. Go back maybe a little bit more. 2. All right, last one. Start strong. Stay with it. Activate, activate, activate. Push back. Woo! Come forward. Release your foot. Pause for a moment. Notice the differences you're feeling in your legs. Then moving on to the other side. Bring the knee close to the wall and the top of the foot against the wall. Other leg comes forward. All right, settle in, adjust if you need to. Body begins forward. Activate by pressing your foot into the wall and your knee down and forward. Feel that activation. Once you have it, then you move. Press it back. Oh, good. Start forward, activate. Using the strength of this front leg to create the movement back. Forward, resist. Keeping concentrated in the areas of resistance and the direction. On the next 2, maybe focus first on the knee, really the knee driving forward the whole time. And again, knee forward, woo, and back. And the next 2, think about the foot more, pushing back. One more time, think about that foot, press it back. And then the last final one, wherever you need it, press back to activate, push back. Woo, come on out, drop down to the floor, take a seat. Awesome work. Let those legs recover. Give them a little pat. That just lets the nervous system know, hey, we're here. Let's work those quads now. Good. And taking your hands to rest, situate your rib cage over your pelvis, just as you did in the beginning. Close your eyes for a moment, and I just want you to sense the feeling you have in your quads. Maybe it's a sensation. Maybe it's a vibration. Maybe it's a feeling of energy flow. Inhale and exhale. One more time, in and out. Letting your eyes open, and thank you. Thank you for your practice today. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.